I planned to do an educational video this morning for my business, but in lieu of the imminent election, I felt like maybe I could make some kind of video to help remind people of what's really important about this election that is coming upon us, and nothing will stop it, apparently. We have two candidates that are manifestly flawed. But I think if we look at ourselves and we think about how our lives might be laid bare, especially by people who hate us, how would we be judged by the public? Are we proud of everything that we've done? No, I'm sure that we're not, if we're really honest with ourselves. So the moral outrage, though justified in some sense, is not reason enough to refrain from voting for either candidate, because other things are very much more important. If we're electing a saint, then we'll go to the Catholic Church and let them debate the issue for usually several centuries. But if we're electing a politician, we have to be concentrated on nothing and nothing else but their policies, and they will be judged by how well they carried out their policies. What we see with Barack Obama and the policies and the things he promised, except for the fundamental transformation of America, we see epic failure. With Hillary, it's very hard to tell what her policies are, except you need to elect a woman because it's a woman's time. This Tuesday, the nation will make a collective choice as to whether we want slavery or whether we want to be an independent and free people. I note with some disturbance that about 80% of the taxpayers, those who pay the nation's taxes, are voting for Trump. And about 80% of those who consume the nation's taxes are voting for Hillary. It seems that we become extremely comfortable in our slavery, in accepting a subsistence every month for a vote every 4 years. This is a state that cannot go on. It is unsustainable, and it will lead to our ultimate, complete fiscal demise. But there's another kind of slavery that is even more frightening and even more dangerous and destructive to the polity of the United States. And that is the slavery to international forces that would come in, invade America, and take over America, and end our sovereignty as a people and as a nation. These forces have been growing for the longest time. The New World Order is not some imaginary, fabricated thing. It's very real. And international groups, other nations, are looking forward to coming into America and picking the bones clean of what is left of a once free republic. We can reverse that if we vote Tuesday to remain a free and sovereign nation of free people who want their freedom restored and our constitutional norms restored. Of course, it won't happen overnight, but it has to begin sometime. And I encourage you to think seriously about this and help me, along with millions of other Americans who want it to begin on Tuesday.